Hello, welcome to Trail Buddy. Today we're going to go over our new throttle assembly that we have available on our website here for guys that are running call it the standard OEM twist throttle setup, but using aftermarket engines with larger carburetors. So what makes this cable unique and different than anything that we've had available or online is that it has a rather large adjustment area here in the center to take up the slop. But where that slop comes from is if you grab an OEM carburetor, on the top here, it's got a little elbow neck that the throttle cable stops into, and it's got just a little bit of adjustment here on the end to take out so you can get good wide open throttle. Now, when you jump over to an aftermarket carburetor here, it's significantly shorter. So that's the problem here. You got to make up the difference. And there's also all kinds of different carburetors that have different dimensions here in terms of how much free cable they need to be able to work. So one, you're not getting jammed wide open throttle, and then two, that you can look down the end and make sure that you're getting wide open throttle. Now, this one comes in very, very handy because it'll fit a wide range of carburetors. Now, obviously, we can't make it fit everyone, but well, it fits the majority that we have, at least on our website here, by adjusting out and making this dimension smaller or bigger, depending on where you land. So that way you can get the correct amount of throttle and or let's call it the slide opening to be right where you need it. Now before, when we were putting aftermarket engines in and guys wanted to still use the stock throttle setup, we used to take one of these aftermarket little elbows and I would cut it until I got it to where it would fit for that carburetor. And we were trying to look for a solution off the shelf. So we started with these guys. That didn't quite work because, boy, if you were to sell this, it would only work with this carburetor. And there's so many different aftermarket carburetors out there available to purchase. So this guy is a great option. Again, it has the adjustment here in the center. And it's the longer setup for the slightly taller bars on the later year bikes. So let's say 72 and up. So if you're going to be using it on a 69 to 71, the overall length will be just slightly longer. But if you're running an aftermarket engine anyways, most of them have turned out intake. So you're going to probably need that extra overall length to be able to run and route the cable nicely so you don't get accidental wide open throttle. So check this part out on mytrailbuddy.com.